Hello.
Hello, hello. Welcome everybody to Spiritual Business Spotlight. This is Alexandra Karakopoulou. Wait, I'm pointing the wrong way.
Oh, thank you.
From the world.
Thank you.
And we are here, right? On this Saturday morning to share August 2022 Tarotscope and Horoscope predictions for you.
Hello, people. In August, from Greece and Vienna, where both cities are so hot, like Athens and Vienna now. My
Yeah.
God.
How high is the temperature there?
Today, only 32 Celsius.
Oh,
So you have a hotter temperature, actually, from us.
You know, yesterday was 37, and I'm trying to see what we're going to have today because this, today is only going to be 27. So we're supposed to get a little rain, which is good. We need it.
Good.
But I was watching a video today on TikTok that was showing like Tirol, and they're having flooding there.
Oh.
Yeah, like flooding where trees are like flowing down. Yeah, crazy. So, you know.
Oh my God. Good, right? I mean, we haven't been here since, we've not missed July, but we have also sometimes vacations like we do every year. So we need a break from all these things. But I mean, what kind of a break? You know what's happening in the world. It's crazy. It's a crazy ride. We've talked about it many times. And this August is also a very hot August, not only from temperature, but also what planetary aspects have to do with. I've never promised you. Oh my God, this sounds like the song "I Never Promised You a Rose Garden," but it's true. It's not getting really better at the moment, and we have a triple conjunction of a North Node, which is karma, of the Moon, which is the inner child and insecurities and whatever feelings that we have, and also together with Mars in Taurus. My gosh, I mean, this is like a lot of things going on. You can imagine a conjunction like this, a karmic conjunction with a North Node with Moon and Mars in Taurus. Well, it happened on the 31st of the last day of July. That means that it affects almost all the time now, for the time being. And try to remember this. Uranus and Taurus and Mars are here to stay. They didn't come only for 5 days, 10 days, 20 days. Taurus makes aspects, like all the planets are in the Taurus sign, and they make aspects in that sign until the end of 2023. Well, 23. Taurus has to do with money, finances, agriculture, environment, food, health of Earth. It has to do with Earth. So we see a lot of things going on the Earth, like the floods, the pandemic, the problems with water, the problems with all these volcano eruptions, the ice that's melting, the things that are going on inside Earth and whatever affects Earth. So this won't stop until, I'm going to repeat myself, the end of 2023. So it's a ride, a crazy one, a roller coaster. And August is a very important month because in August, since this triple conjunction comes together in this karma, feelings and action, which is Mars, and also action like Mars is also the planet of war. It has war intentions. It's a crazy, crazy ride. And together with Uranus, that means that we are now in the bomb. We talked about a ticking bomb. Now we are in the bomb. Now everything is exploding.
Yeah, it sounds like, it's so funny when and it's not funny. I don't mean to minimize what you're saying, but when you look at how much influence the planets have on what's going on in the world and our internal moods, how people act towards one another, how we react, what's going on with the world around us, it's just amazing, and so many people tend to, minimize what we do. So, yeah, it's really interesting about.
It's really, I mean, come on, people. I mean, it's a very ancient story. And it's not about minimizing. I mean, we're talking about like from 2019, if I'm remembering, and we said the first thing that we talked about was it's not gonna last a year. It's not gonna last 2 years. It's not gonna last 3 years. It's gonna go on until at least the end of 2025. This is not an easy thing. It's not a ride that you can say, okay, it will take 1 month, 1 year, 2 years, and that's it. We are inside this ride, and now we're going through the bumpiest ride ever. Because everything that happened, we have to confront it. And whoever didn't confront the problems, he's gonna explode. And this is gonna happen in August. Really hard time, because Mars is there, and Mars together with Uranus, it's the explosives. It's like explosion. I mean, we have a full moon, which is like, my gosh, in Aquarius. Aquarius is like Aries sign, and it's a very, very, very like problematic. Then we have also a new moon in Virgo at the end of the month, which squares with Mars, and you have to be so relaxed. Can you be relaxed? Can you be calmed down? Can you just, I'm sorry to say that, shut your mouth and don't speak out whatever explosive things you have to say? Try to go on therapy, really. I'm really not joking. Go to therapy, go swim, go walk on the nature. Don't speak to people where you know that they're gonna explode. They're gonna bring the bad self from you outside. It's going to be explosive. It's going to be, the tendency is like this. And if it isn't like this so much, there are things going on in the environment and in general that affects us and affect our psychology.
Mm-hmm.
And this is not easy. So, yeah. I know. It's very important. So the turbulences are here, and August makes these turbulences. It's like they are there. And but I have to say the positive thing in that, if you can speak about the positive, and I'm always an optimist, you know that, it's that we need this to develop. If we really want to develop in our lives, and I'm talking about the people who want to develop, yay, you can, now it's the time to go on for more and to go steps further. Not one step, a lot of steps together further. Okay.
Can you repeat the full moon and new moon dates for the month, please?
So it's on August 12th. We have the full moon in Aquarius. Okay. And then the new moon on the 27th in Virgo.
Okay.
Okay. People writing to us for readings, but we don't do readings online. We are just doing forecasts. If you wish readings, though, I mean, Sue is doing beautiful readings, one of a kind. So send an email, a message, whatever. And if you wish an astrology point of view, then I'm here. So,
and Alexandra is at theaworld.org, right?
Yeah, and also in Facebook, you can find me everywhere, and in Instagram, Alexandra's Universe. And you are also always where they can find you, because I can understand that people wish readings. Of course they do, and this is great, and you're perfect. So this is excellent. I'm very anxious to see what card is going to come up for this month, really.
Which is
Oh.
so fitting. The sign, for anybody who's not really into tarot, or you're just learning about tarot now, wands are fire. And you're talking about a lot of fire. You're talking about, this is the seed of the explosion here. And what you're talking about too, we can use this fire, this passion, this momentum, these circumstances and situations that are occurring around us and within us, in order to be the energy, because an explosion is energy. And I was talking to this about this to a client the other day. Engines use explosions to run whatever vehicle they are moving forward. Or without any kind of direction and containment, then an explosion can harm everything around it. So what we're, and I'm getting goosebumps from talking about this and how fitting this card is for the time frame that we're in right now and moving forward into the coming months and years, as you said, because you've talked about 2025 being, the time frame that we're looking at. But when I don't think necessarily it's something to fear, but something to be consciously aware of how you're using your energy. And like you were saying, if you feel rage or something flaring up inside of you, really take a moment to step back and see, how am I going to use this energy to make change in my life, in myself, in my environment, in my broader environment of the world? Because you are the one who is in control. And this is a new phase. Being a one, it's the start of something significant. It's the start of a journey of motivation, of passion, of moving forward, of using this energy. And of course, as we know, the quality of the energy that you bring into this is going to be what fuels what the change outcome is. So really this month, be aware, and like Alexandra was saying, do the things that make you healthy. Exercise, yoga, reading, go outside, tend your garden, take walks, go in the nature, go into the ocean, take care of yourself, eat healthy foods, avoid people and places that bring out the worst in you, and spend more time and energy with the people who bring and doing things, and with the people who bring out the best in you, because this is going to be something that you need to move forward with, that you're going to use to fuel what you're doing in the next year, in the next few years. So really, I think, wow, like the energy of this card. Yeah. And we're at a crossroads right now. And we are the ones we consciously are the ones who, as a community, are going to shape the future and how things go. So
that better than you said that. It's like totally like this. And we need to keep, we have to be saying, like, it's easy to talk about, it's not easy to practice it, I know. And we are people, we have our flaws and we have our bad days, and they are in. And you see how people's behavior affects us all. And at this time, everybody's like squeezed. I mean, financially, you see what's happening with the energy. Taurus has to do with environment. Every time I'm preparing the last 2 years, the zodiac signs for every month, I'm like, okay, what the fuck? I shouldn't write anything more. Like I would say, okay, we'll talk again on 2025. But it's not like this. There are good things happening too. So we have to see also the bright side of this strange times. And everybody's talking about the strange time. You cannot be a human being on this earth and not talk about the strange times we're living in. It's a fact, but we are here to confront it. We need tools. We need help to confront it. It's very important to confront this thing, because then you'll go many steps further. So August is a month like this. So should we start with Aries?
Sure, go right ahead. So I'm going to every time I write it in, I try and put it in the notes every time so that we know.
Just for
video. Yeah. Yeah, so you go ahead and I'll be typing over here.
So we have Aries. Motto of the month is take it easy, relax, take it easy. So August shows you the way to the beach, of course, my impulsive Aries. Professionally, you will take it slow for the first of the half of the month. After this half of the month, you will go back on a full schedule. The issues never end. The last 10 days of August are busier. Be careful on agreements. Things may be delayed. Be aware of any contracts, what you're exactly signing to. If you want to change job, you'll find many opportunities soon. Financially, it's not looking good for this month. Not really. There are a lot of expenses. Traveling with children, without children, shopping, whatever you need to do, visiting friends, it all adds up. So be careful. However, your personal life has some powerful moments. I'm talking about powerful moments. I didn't say positive or negative. Yeah. August may bring both good and bad. Try to keep business and pleasure aside. Don't make any bargains now. You can improve your health and have more fun and enjoy a healthy meal. Don't do extremes. On August 12th, we have a demanding full moon. It's going to be demanding for all zodiac signs, demanding on Aquarius, but it will not affect you so much at the end. Put a little more emphasis on your friends and be careful to learn to come to terms with what you have as it is. On the 27th of the month, the new moon in organizational Virgo puts us in order, as a Virgo does, but also in disarray as dynamic Mars gets involved and creates tensions and arguments. We keep our cool and occasionally keep our mouths shut now and then. Okay.
Well, that's something definitely. What I was thinking while you were explaining everything is that Aries is the first fire sign too. And so I wonder if this month is going to be a little bit heavier for an Aries, as you know.
I know. Yes. I'm curious. I'm very curious.
Yeah. So I got the 9 of Pentacles reversed. Ooh. And this, underlines those financial struggles that Aries is going to go through this month, that they need to really, make sure that they are planning properly for the future. They might not feel so secure financially this month as well. So when she's upright, she's very powerful with her money. She's making strides in her physical world, so material things. But when she's reversed like that, it's like grinding to a halt. And I think it's really important for Aries to watch out, especially in terms of, like you said, money, body, make sure that they're taking really good care of their health, because they don't want to, like you said, though, I think you said that they might be experiencing health problems.
Yeah. Not health problems, but they need to take care of their health and the diet. I mean, to eat better. Here, I think this includes everybody at the moment.
Yeah, but especially, I almost said besonders, Aries. For the moment, they might come up to a point where it becomes obvious that they really need to take a step back, take care of their health, focus on their practices and make sure that all of these material things, health, wealth, house, things like that, are within their hands so that they can turn this upright.
Yeah, they can. Ooh. And we'll go on with Taurus. Keep it cool. August brings the fire in you, my stable Taurus. Professionally, this is not the best time for you. If you work in a construction or at the field, you are the exception to the rule, though. However, be aware of some serious obstacles. Keep it cool, as I said. Dynamic Mars and unpredictable Uranus, both in Taurus, as we spoke at the beginning, is an explosive combination. Be aware of conflict. And at the end of August, this will be the most difficult time for any steps forward. Be also careful with your finances, not only for this month, but for the months ahead. My gosh, you have a lot of expenses. Your personal life and your family life are your priority now. There is a process happening in your relationships, and you should be careful of any dangerous misunderstandings. So speak out, say what you want, and don't say it behind words. Don't do it. Be yourself. A diplomatic approach is always the best idea. Your health could be better. Don't stress too much for things you cannot change. Take care of your energy and your inner self. So speak up. On August 12th, we have a demanding full moon in area Aquarius, which will be troubling, thought-provoking, and requires attention. On the 27th of the month, though, the new moon in organizational Virgo gives you stress, but also time to think about things. And it would be good to have planned your moves before, have good and trusted friends with you, just in case.
Nice.
Nice.
So I got the Two of Swords. Now, this means that they have decisions to make in their lives. And when this card comes up, it means you really kind of know what the decision that you need to make is, but you need to put the swords down in order to make those decisions. Pull the blindfold off of your eyes and move forward with confidence in whatever direction you choose. The emotional waters might be rocky that you're going to go through, but they are calm and still once you get in. So for Taurus, I say right now, okay, cool, with a cool head, make your decisions that you need to make. Sometimes keeping everything up in here only adds to the struggle. Keeping your heart closed adds to it. Being blinded and keeping defensive mode isn't going to help you right now. So you get to choose which it's your choice. You know what the right choice is, and now all you have to do is make it.
You see, troubled water. I know. Let's go on with Gemini. Motto of the month: climb every mountain. It reminds me of a beautiful song in the musical Sound of Music. I don't know if you have seen it, but it's a song. It's a beautiful song. So climb every mountain. August has obstacles for you, my communicative Gemini. However, professionally, it looks good. It seems that you are developing your business. You connect with people abroad, and you may go also on a business trip that will bring you new opportunities and get the support of all the new friends. You may find, though, some obstacles within August and for half of September. Be aware of some legal issues. No matter how difficult things are, you will always find a way. And this is important. Financially, it looks good for you this month. Good Venus favors you for almost throughout the month. So when Venus is on your side, you have a helping hand. It's like somebody's smoothing, somebody's like doing to you. You will manage to combine family and work. During the second half of August, you will be busy fixing things at home. If you face complicated matters, they seem to continue in the fall of 2022. Well, you may also face some difficult discussion with your family members. If you wish to travel, do it on the first half of the month. Your health is good and your energy is high. Be careful when you're driving, especially August 5th, 11, 13, 25, and 27. So 5th, 11, 13, 25, and 27. On August 12th, we will have a demanding full moon as we speak all the time in area Aquarius, which will try to take you out of reality, to mislead you, and wants your attention. On the 27th, the new moon in organizational Virgo, together with dynamic Mars, creates strong ambitions for you, intensifies developments in your financial and family matters. Change is now a second nature to you. I know.
Well, and I got the traveling chariot for Gemini for this month. So climb every mountain. Really, this might be both a literal and a figurative thing that you're doing this month. One of the things that the chariot has to do with is travel, and the other is centering within yourself, though, and making sure, there's going to be a time in your life when you need to own the decisions that you make and move forward. As we've been saying, this month is really going to be one of those heavy karmic months, shall we say. This is a time for balance. This is a time for internal and balancing within yourself, both the dynamic and the emotional, the assertive and the the assertive and the waiting, the giving and the receiving. That's characterized in this little symbol right here. So this month, Gemini, okay, watch out when if you're driving anywhere or if you're traveling, like Alexandra said, but also really center within yourself and find your internal strength. You have it for a reason, and you don't have to give it away to other people in order to fit in or to please them, because life is give and take. And the more centered you are within your own peace and within your own self, the easier it is for you to not only embody that, of course, but also to share that as a ripple effect from within to your surrounding environment. So.
That's completely true. Perfectly said as always. I will go on with Cancer. Motto of the month: never give up. With exclamation mark. Never give up. August is a difficult month for you, my sensitive Cancer. Yes, we came back to the difficult months now for you, Cancer. Cancerino. Oh, work is great though, and your income is growing. But the new projects are going as you wish, though, and your position is strengthened. But the road to success may be blocked and gets more complicated during the second half of the month. So be careful. You may need to give something up. Listen to me. Maybe you do too many things. Try to fix and find clever solution to the problems. There are always solutions to the problem. I'm sure of it. Your finances are not exactly stable. There are some ups and downs there. Your personal life is also very explosive, I would say. After a long period of calmness, crisis will come for the most of you, not all of you, but for the most of you. If you have children, expect to have some serious issues. Education and school things are issues which are stressfully enough. Relationships with relatives, though, are also not so ideal, since you must agree to disagree. Almost everything has to do with money. Take care of your inner self and your open wounds. Your energy is good and your health too. The most difficult August days are, I think for almost every sign, the 5th, the 6th, the 11th, the 12th, the 25th, and the 27th. So 5, 6, 11, 12, 25, 27. On August 12th, we have this demanding full moon in Aquarius shedding plenty of light on finances. On the 27th, the new moon in organizational Virgo advances your business plans and gives you the energy you need to move forward, but be careful. You.
Whoa. Gosh. Well, Cancer.
Hello. Hello
You know
there.
what, though? I mean, the card that I picked for this month is really fitting, the sun. So it's going to throw some shadows into your life. There are things that you've been working on, I feel like, Cancer, through the years. And so the sun is, generally speaking, a really good card when it's upright. It's optimistic. It's, forward thinking. It's innocent. It's pure. Reversed, you're going to be coming up into your shadows, and you're going to have to really, I don't want to say get comfortable in those shadows, but get comfortable in exploring them. And we all know that oftentimes we're fearful of the things that we can't fully see, the things that lie in the shadows. And once we turn the light on, then we aren't scared of them anymore. We see them for what they truly are. So in this month, Cancer, I'm going to encourage you to not avoid all of those painful conversations. So, of course, Cancer, emotion,
Yes.
either emotion or hiding. But we, I don't want to say don't avoid them, but perhaps spend the time that you're in your shell thinking about the reality of what's going on around you and your circumstances and situations, and work on resolving them internally. The sun's energy is still there, warming it up and lighting up the way. You just have to find the warmth in the places that it might not be so obvious.
Oh, I know.
Yes.
I told you.
Mm-hmm.
Leo, Leo, Leo. We're going to Leo. My gosh, Leo. Oh. Get inspired. You will need it. Get inspired. Yes, I know. You work hard in August, not only in August, my glamorous Leo. So get inspired. Your focus is mainly at work. What the fuck? I'm sorry to say that, but what's happening to you? You see some new horizons opening and something promising on the way. There is some excellent opportunity to expand your business this month. Even if you experience problems, you can solve them this fall. This fall, not yet, fall. If you change job, it's more likely that this will come in life in 2023. I'm speaking 2023. You're listening? Yes. Financially, you are stable and strong. Now it's time to deal with your debts. The best time to get things over is the fall of 2022. Your personal life is going through some serious changes. There will be a key moment in August, a final separation, maybe some serious discussions about dividing your property. Who knows? Either you go through this crisis or you split forever. Your energy is high. Stars are helping you to strengthen your health and solve some issues from the past. On August 12th, we will have this demanding full moon in area Aquarius, along with Saturn, Mars, and Uranus, a planetary patchwork that leaves nothing the same after its passage, like a domino effect. Business will be at the forefront, whatever else. On the 27th, the new moon in organizational Virgo gives you the impetus you need to make the right changes, to lay the right foundation. And you know what? The bold one wins. Yep.
Nice. Well, not well, like I keep saying nice, but then not nice. Yeah. And it does, I got the Queen of Pentacles reversed. And this is speaking with exactly what you were talking about, that chaos, that instability, that inability to be grounded, especially in your home. When she's upright, she's domestic. She's in charge of her finances. She's kind of one of those people who brings everybody in their loving embrace and helps them feel grounded and supported and nurtured. This month, though, Leo, you're not going to be feeling that. You're going to be feeling the wheels come off of everything. Sorry to say. Times like this, as we've been saying the whole show today, are catalysts for growth. So, Leo, if this month doesn't feel good to you, it's really time for you to think about what you do want to make of this, how you can feel more stable, more grounded, especially in your home and work environment. Like Alexandra was saying, work this month, money this month, not going to be good for you. But it's also this opportunity to really take a good look, lay out your budgets. I know that sucks, but if you want to make these big changes and if you want to get things better for yourself, then this is going to be a time for you to see why this is upside down and what you can do to bring stability, harmony, more financial stability into your life.
Ooh, the cards are matching perfectly again this time. Wow.
Yeah.
We're going with Virgo, my ascendant. Motto of the month: start over. Start over. Wow. I enjoyed while I was writing it and while I'm reading it and while I'm speaking it out. It says that you must move on with your life in August, my organizational Virgo, as if we don't know that. Work makes it difficult for you. The working environment seems to be toxic at this period. It's hard, I would say. There are some unexpected issues to deal with. Be aware that this atmosphere is going through the fall of 2022. Get ready to define yourself and compromise more. I don't want to hear about it, but I have to compromise more. However, you experience some serious support from your friends and your loved ones, and that's true. Don't rush things, wait patiently until the end of the fall. Your finances are turbulent. Speak to me about it. Be careful you take a credit or negotiate. August will make it difficult for your personal life also. You may deal with a bad divorce now or separation, which hurts you. If you feel tired, be careful. You must pay more attention to yourself. Keep the balance and take care of your health more than before. Be careful when you're traveling or driving during the second half of the month. On August 12th, with this demanding full moon in area Aquarius, it would be good to pay more attention to your physical condition. I will listen to that. The planets will help you, though. On the 27th, the new moon in our zodiac sign, also Ascendant, hides a dynamic that will give you wings in your professional life and in whatever you decide to start. So together, we're stronger. We'll make it up.
Whew. Seems like it's going to be some kind of a month for you. So
I know it already.
And the Knight of Swords is kind of like the perfect representation of what you were talking about, moving forward, passionately, wanting everything to just go, 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 go. There was something specific you said, and I would have to re-listen to it. But the Knight of Swords is about these thought processes that are moving you forward. Sometimes when the Knight of Swords is there, it's an indication that you need to watch what you're saying and what you're thinking, because sometimes you're not having these fully developed thoughts. And so you want to make sure that you're not riding off into a thought or into a speech or into this world that you've created for yourself without being grounded. I mean, look, his horse is not grounded. He's just going full speed ahead. So I encourage you to step back into your intellect, to find a grounded space. I mean, sometimes we do have to run our mouths. We have to say what needs to be said. We have to clear the air.
Yes.
He's in armor, So this is preparing for battle.
I know.
And this is, things can get real hot real quick, so while I think it's a good idea, I think that these ideas and these things that you want to say perhaps might need a little bit more development, because the night is a kind of younger phase of things. It's not fully developed. It's just kind of taking that seed of where it is and moving from there. So things can go by fast. Things can get heated quickly. And
I know.
do you want to remain in control of things? You think about that in the coming month. Just saying. I'm just saying.
I know. I already experienced things from all the things that I wrote about my ascendant, and for people that have their horoscope, their zodiac sign and ascendant, because we talk about it many times, but we will keep on repeating it. Read your sign and your horoscope and your ascendant. Yep. Always both. If you want to see more things inside, read also, see your moon sign, where it is and which planet, and moon is also very important how you feel. So it's good to check this out also, because it affects you somehow. Well, I don't want to comment anything about Virgo anymore. So with Libra, motto of the month, you can do it all. You can do it all. You can do magic in August, my diplomatic Libra. Really? That's true. There's a lot of things going on at work in your personal life. Take time to work more during the first half of the month. Things change quickly after that. So this is what I said, you can do it all. Professional relationships are getting complicated, and you may experience a confrontation for ethical and financial issues. This will continue through the fall of 2022. I speak a lot about the fall, right? But it's a fall that we're never going to forget. Take time to organize things also throughout September. August is not the best time for your finances. You spend a lot of money in all directions. Children, household, whatever, work, traveling, everything comes up. Be careful and spend it wisely. Wisely. You can always spend money wisely. I'm sure about it. However, this month is a good time for vacation gatherings with friends and shopping. Something you can shop, but not till you drop. Be aware of the second half of the month. You will face some disagreements about serious issues and various issues. I cannot say what issues they will be. You're energetic, attractive, and charming. There are no health issues you should be worried about this month. On August 12th, as we speak about this demanding full moon in area Aquarius, it can bring anxiety about the future and finances to the surface. Even your children's issues, if you have children, may be of more concern. So be careful of that. On the 27th, the new moon in organizational Virgo, though, creates a relative stress that is not good for you, and you would do well to listen to your instinct more, and the many voices that confuse less. Like, don't listen to many voices, listen to your instincts, please. Don't be affected of the people's opinion around you. You can do it all.
Okay, so for the card that came up today was the Seven of Wands reversed. And this is a card about not being able to fully defend the things that you want to defend. Also not being able to, erect the things that you're trying to establish. So these things that you might be putting a lot of time, energy, and effort into might not hold. It might not stick this month. And it might be really super frustrating. I get this card coming up a lot with people who are having problems with conceiving. So if you can think about the process of conception and think about how frustrating and kind of life altering the inability to get things to stick can be. So I really encourage you right now to look at alternative options for the month and to not be so singularly focused that it's affecting your ability to create what you want to. So you have to back off a little bit from these things that you're just highly intent on creating. Give it some space, leave it for the coming months. Because when you are putting so much stress and pressure into yourself and into the world to bring you what you want, sometimes that pushes it away.
This is a problem. You shouldn't push it away. You should face it, confront it. This is the point. This is what we're talking about.
But sometimes you just need to take a step back and not even confront it and shift your focus for a little while.
Yeah, or confront it in a more stable and calm way, a calmer way. Confront it, but confront it. There are many options to confront things. I think there are many options because you have to start to control yourself. This is a very powerful weapon, you know. This is more powerful than even if you have $30 million on your account. I'm speaking about power. For me, this is the ultimate power for a person's life, to control the mind and to control the feelings. Not all the feelings are going to be controlled, like when you're in love, or you have lust or something else, or passion. But in cases that are difficult to confront, I think that you should keep your calmness and you should stay focused and take a step back, as you said, but take a step back to look at the point, to look at the situation, and don't react immediately. Give some time to react. It's a big step. Oh my gosh, it's a big step. For fiery situations, you never know 100% what you should do. And you know which sign is coming up now, next. Woo-hoo! The Scorpio sign, our sign, Scorpio in the house. Well, what's the motto of the month for us? Da-da-da-da. Take a big step forward. Yes, take a big step forward. So, Scorpios, August rewards you. It seems that you must work more this summer, though. I know that. I can feel it in my brain, in my whatever. You start a new project with a lot of promise for the future. Consider any financial issues before and think about the risks. There will be some difficult times, and you should be clever. Be aware for difficult business relationships this month. Issues will be solved during the second half of August and September, where things are looking better for you. Woo-hoo-hoo. Everybody's looking down and we're getting better. Like cockroaches, we always survive. Well, financially, yeah, it looks great for you. Money will come regularly and maybe more than you think, and from more different points, maybe, where you expected the least. Your personal life may get a bit complicated, though, as if we don't know that again. Avoid conflicts about property issues. The best time to solve problems is the last part of August or throughout September. Friends support you. Since you won't have a real vacation this time, my gosh, you should spend your free time working in the nature. I already done it and I'm gonna do it also. This will help your health and your energy. On August 12th, with this demanding full moon in area Aquarius, this sheds light on balance issues, as work is good, but time needed for home and loved ones. So keep the balance. On the 27th, the new moon in organizational Virgo promotes partnerships to help your plans come to fruition.
You know, I get a conflicting card, which is kind of interesting. Every once in a while this happens. So, the Knight of Cups, he wants to stand still. And this might be kind of the catalyst for some of the, what's it called? Because Alexandra was talking about forward motion, taking the bull by the horns, going and doing things and taking a big step forward. But the Knight of Cups really is somebody who flirts, but doesn't move towards its intended target. It is attracted from afar. It's more comfortable with holding out that proposition rather. And if you see, he's not in the water, so he's kind of staying a little bit back from his emotions. One thing that came up for me, wait, why can't I point at this? Is the Mercury symbolism in this card this month. So I really feel like there will be a focus, if not with the upcoming Mercury retrograde, but also with expression and making sure that you're talking about the things. You know, you may be the one who's holding forward that olive branch. This may be the time for you to halt the emotional storm that's going on inside your head and start to get comfortable with being uncomfortable with emotions. And you know,
it gets better and better each word. Oh my God.
So as I said, normally our forecasts for the month are very connected and very on point and everything. In this month, though, I really think that Scorpio is definitely needing to get in control of their emotions, taking that step back, like you said, from charging forward with anything. Put a pause on things and take the time to really look into the wellspring of what you have to offer to the world, what your love means, what it means to you, what it means to other people, your emotional.
That may have to do with that August 12th, because it sheds light on balance issues. So inner things. Maybe it has to do with full moon. Actually, this is what I'm thinking about. Full moon thing. Because it's on the 12th, so it's a beginning. And you know, full moons are affecting also the whole month. Maybe this. It makes sense.
Yeah. Fun, Scorpio.
This thing about vacations. Woo, I know that. I'm working overtime all the time. Ooh.
Yeah.
Perfect. No vacation. There is no vacation mood this month. I don't know. End of the month, maybe. Towards September, yes. So, Sagittarius. The way to the stars. The motto of the month. The way to the stars. You try to reach new goals in August, my travel in Sagittarius. You're very busy at this moment. The first 10 days of the month are the best ones to go on the business trip or work on a project, which is important. There will be some unexpected disagreements, though, of course. Be careful when you're dealing with people you don't know. The most difficult dates for the month are August 5th until the 7th, 12th, and 13th. So 5, 7, 12, 13. Keep your eye on your goals and go your own way. Don't mix it up with gossip at work. Financially, it looks stable. Overall, you won't have any extreme expenses. Your personal life is full of developments in various matters. If you have a relationship, it may move quickly forward. A trip might bring you closer, though. Dynamic Mars make things more explosive for relationships through August 20th and will stay there for 6 months. I know, 6 months is a lot of time. So be aware of some unexpected issues with family members. Be careful. There's a tendency for accidents, especially on August 5th till 7th, 12th, 13th, 25 until 28. So almost the whole month, I would say. Through all the month, you should be careful when you're driving or in general for accidents. Watch out. On August 12th, we will be having this demanding full moon in area Aquarius, which will instantly create a relaxed atmosphere, though, and you will find your appetite for discovering new places and situations again. even if it's demanding. On the 27th of the month, the new moon in organizational Virgo, together with dynamic Mars, brings rearrangements and perhaps the first changes in your daily routine. Even if someone stands in the way of your plans, you will get it through and do it your way. So, the way to the stars.
Very nice.
Yeah, Aquarius, way to the stars.
Well, I get the Six of Cups reversed, and I think this bodes well. And you were saying that they need to, I think a fresh approach is what they require this month. They can't really fall back on things that they're nostalgic about, the way that things have always been done in their life, past realities. It's time to move forward. It's time to kind of find a new way of looking at undoing things. So in this month, Sagittarius is pretty cool with finding a new path and doing things in a new way and exploring new ideas. But this month is going to be much more focused on that feeling, that bringing new life into things. And almost it could be a rejection, actually, of the way things had been done in the past. And really this feeling that they need to strike out in a new way, that it's just going to be really disconnected from the way things had always been.
Oh, nice. Sagittarius. We didn't put the title on for Sagittarius.
Yeah, please, can you tell me that again? I was thinking.
It's The Way to the Stars.
Okay. So the way to the stars is not the way that you've taken before. Sagittarius.
Sagittarius. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we go Capricorn. Capricorn. So the motto of the month, it's easy. It's one word only. Continue.
What was that word?
Continue.
Oh, okay.
Continue. August is not such a busy month, actually, for you, my workaholic Capricorn. You can do more. We know that. You can work on thousands of projects together, like multitasking in a way. We know. You may prefer, though, relaxing at work, but not those of you who work in construction or real estate. They won't relax. Even if there are no projects for now, you organize your office and deal with administrative tasks. The more active time comes in September. So wait for September. If you plan a business trip, then do it at the end of the month or September again. Financially, you have seen better days. You must spend more money for your business and your personal life. Be careful between August 5th and 14th. You focus more on your personal life this month. If you have children, you must support them more. Be aware of minor accidents from August 5th to 15th, so 10 days. It's not the easiest time for couples, though. There are many misunderstandings and arguments about ethical, moral, or financial matters. You want to make them happy, so go ahead. Don't try to solve any real estate issues this month. Take time to relax, go to the beach, enjoy and massage, and look at your energy and health. It's important. On August 12th, we have a demanding full moon in area Aquarius, which may bring insecurities to the forefront in finances and in business. On the 27th, the new moon in organizational Virgo is accompanied by a square of dynamic Mars in Gemini and turns into an obstacle that it has to be overcome, as always. And look at this, you can. So you will. So continue.
So I was nodding my head. I was off camera nodding my head about all of the things that you said, especially regarding finances, home, just this security around Capricorn, which is so important to them. But it is a task that they have to work hard on bringing into their lives. And it's just going to feel like it's not happening this month. I'm sorry to say.
My husband, Capricorn. Yep. We know that. We experience this every day.
Yep. And it's just sometimes too much is too much. They're approaching burnout. They're really feeling the results of all of this financial pressure, all of this, pressure to bring stability into their lives, into their relationships. into a multi-generational, for those who are most loyal to them, is right now everything's turning on their head as far as, Capricorn is, and so what can you do at this point in time? All you can do is continue. They have to, like, you see the way that Capricorns can cling, to the side of a rocky thing. But I just feel like it's going to be a hard month for Capricorn this month, especially considering what is most important to them.
Job and finance,
security, stability. It's going to be a hard month. And it's not a small hard month. It's a big hard month. It's the 10, There's also these things that will be almost finalized, I feel like, just waiting at that point where you can't push it forward because it's not ready yet, which will be kind of frustrating for them, because they're just like, if I could just get this boulder over the peak, then it would be easy sailing from there. So perhaps, too, it's a time not to give up. It's a time to really, if you need to take a break this month, Capricorn, take a break. Don't give up, because you're almost there. It's just, that sometimes you got to face these, like, it's the darkest before the dawn kind of thing, especially with a Capricorn is, and perhaps this might be a time too, if you think about reversed cards, cueing back to the card before it, it might be a time for them to gather a little bit more of their own confidence within themselves and their own independence too. If you see, this one is alone and this one is with a whole bunch of different people.
A whole bunch of people.
Mm-hmm.
The people. We know the people.
Yeah. So it's really a time to dig in. Yep. I say dig in because and really figure out, do you want to let the rock slide back down the hill that you've been pushing it up for so long? Is that what you want? Do you want to lose all of the not momentum, because there is no feeling of momentum here, but it can be overwhelming and it can be difficult. And when it gets to that, sit your butt down, put your back against the rock, and put your feet into the ground instead of letting it roll over you.
Ooh, difficult.
Yeah,
a difficult month. I know. I experience it every day. I know what's happening, so I'm prepared. This is how astrology works, though, and tarots. They can just prepare you for something and protect you. This is important. Mm-hmm. So Aquarius, deal with the past. My gosh, what's wrong with you guys? Deal with the past. August invites you to become more intelligent, and you are intelligent, and creative, my dear Aquarius. Professionally, you must expand your circle of acquaintances. This may happen while you're traveling. Be aware of some serious issues that may come up for you from the 7th to the 14th of the month. This may come totally unexpected. Of course, Uranus, we know what's happening there. The new moon in Virgo on August 27th will allow you to be strong and face your opponents. Financially, it looks neutral, so that means stable for you. There are no major expenses. Major, I said major, not small expenses, major. It seems like your personal life is important, though, and your work comes on the second place. There will be some drawbacks related to your real estate. Be aware of some health issues with elderly family members. If you come and organize a trip, this will relax you this month. Your health is good and your energy level is high. For those of you who are suffering, though, from chronic diseases, you should take care more of your body and your diet. Everybody should do this throughout August. On August 12th, where we're facing the demanding full moon in your zodiac sign, that this will make you deal with all those practical matters you don't really want to deal with, because we know Aquarius, you don't want to deal with practical matters. We know. It may just be a challenge, of course, for you, which will make the month more interesting. Think about it like a more interesting month. So look at it this way.
Yeah. Oh, I was like, look at it this way. What way are we looking at it? No, I'm just kidding.
Look at it the most practical way. Like, be more practical, because Aquarius is not known for practicality.
True that.
No, practicality. They're known for inventing things, inventing new structures, like whatever, machines, whatever, inventions, but not practicality.
Yep. And I was laughing to myself as you were talking about especially in the beginning, the Wheel of Fortune reversed. Aquarius, hello. Fate's not going to step in and bring those people into your life and change all the circumstances for you. And so if you are waiting for fate to intervene on your behalf, if you're waiting for these new friendships and new things, and especially dealing with the past is what you were talking about, in order to move things forward, you are going to have to release some things that you can't take forward with you. And this is going to be an important part, because I always talk about the Wheel of Fortune being this time where it's funny, in the Morgan Greer deck, they illustrate it a little bit better, but there are times in the season where sacrifices were made in order to nurture the crops or fertilize the crops for the next phase of the journey. What are you hanging on to, Aquarius, that you need to let go of? Even if it is this thing, like, instead of waiting for yourself to get like some kind of spark of inspiration for, sometimes I talk to clients and they're like, yeah, I'm not going to meet the partner of my dreams sitting in my house, kind of thing. So it's really time for you, Aquarius, to get out there, to start moving the wheel forward for yourself, to realize what you need to let go of and unpack in order to make yourself lighter for that transition that you want to make in your life. It's not going to be something that's going to happen to you. It's going to be something that you actually have your, that's just 12:10 here. So this siren goes off every Saturday at 10.
This is so interesting with Fortune, and this is a very interesting coincidence, though.
Yeah, exactly. Are the alarms going off in your house? Do you need to take a look around and evaluate? I know. Yeah.
Amazing moment.
Yeah.
And that's before Pisces. I mean, come on, before the last zodiac sign.
Yeah, and what comes up for Pisces, which we'll talk about that in a book. So let's hope you have something better to say for Pisces this month. My mom's a Pisces.
Shit. Sorry. Keep a close eye around you.
Wow. So the siren really did enhance the reading for Pisces. Oh my gosh.
Great. Keep an eye close around you. My God. There are a lot of tasks for you this August. My dreamy Pisces. Work don't stop. The first 10 days, you will be dealing with some issues. Come on, really? The difficult times will come between the 7th and the 15th of the month. Sudden changes may occur. If you need to split things up, remember that time heals all wounds, and by September, it will all be forgotten. Be careful with law issues. Whoever didn't take this issue seriously shall be ready for the next round of complications. Your bank account looks good, though. You don't have many expenses, and if so, it's related to business. So whatever you've done, we'll see. Your personal life must do more with household tasks. Some of you will have a new goal. This process will take you into 2023, so it will take time. Relatives are not so easy handled in August, though. Couples should be aware of the words and the actions. Your energy is not so good. Take care of your diet, be careful when you're traveling, and be aware of minor accidents. Hello, the tower is here. So, on August 12th, we will have a challenging full moon in area Aquarius, and it sheds light on health, fitness, and financial issues. Hi, Essen. Hey, I've seen it now. Hello. If you do your job right, you have nothing to fear. On the 27th, the new moon in organizational Virgo, though, may hold resistance and setbacks, hidden and obvious, but everything has its meaning as long as you can find it. Wow. It's matches. Ooh.
Now, the Tower is a card. A lot of people, it is a scary looking card. It does imply that there's going to be some major shakeups and change coming for Pisces. But I also feel like the Tower is a card where you already knew this stuff was coming and you just kind of let it go to the point where it was going to be exploding. So now you get to deal with that ignition point, shall we say. And that's what you might be facing this month, Pisces, I'm sorry to say. And you may just want to avoid that. You may want to get lost in your crutches and in your cave and not deal with things. But the siren, the astrological, the astrological report, everything that's coming up around this reading is telling us it's time for you to take a look around and see what the heck is going on, because if you don't put out these flames now, what are you feeding for the future of? And like I said, this is my mom's sign, so I don't want to see this happening for people who I love. And when these things come up, like I said, a lot of times with the Tower, you saw it coming and you didn't, get the electric fixed, or, I'm just not saying my mom specifically, but, you didn't take the warning signs, the red flags, you decorated with them instead of taking care of them. So Pisces this month, expect it to be quite discombobulating. But the next card, let's see, we got the 16. The next card is the Star. So that's like when
it is a better card.
It's a much better card. It's like the light at the end of the tunnel. So it's always darkest before the dawn. We've been saying that, kind of the whole day here today. That's been the theme of it. Yeah. So, understand that you have to get through this phase of your life, and that sometimes, in the same way that we were talking about Aquarius needs to let go of things it's been dragging along with it, this is something you need to take care of in order, it's got the flashpoint coming up. It's not going to be fun for anybody. There may be a little bit of fallout in the wake of this, but ultimately it is going to clear the air, much in the way of a big thunderstorm. It happens, it shifts the whole energy and trajectory of the environment around it when these things kind of happen. And the key to moving forward and getting to the next phase is to not avoid this, to not, drink or, get involved in those self-soothing activities, but to kind of confront. And this is something you've been talking about the whole day, Alexandra, is confronting these things as they come up. Because if this has been ignored for a period of time, that's the reason for the flashpoint. If you haven't been being honest with yourself about what's going on around you and within you, that's the reason for the flashpoint. And ultimately, you can't ignore it anymore this month. Sorry to say, Pisces.
Nobody. You see, with the sum up for this month is like, don't ignore things. Keep an eye close on what's around you. I think it's for everybody this month. It has turbulences, it has fire. And the most important thing, don't forget, people, this triple synod, this triple conjunction with karma, with moon, feelings, karma, life, and Taurus, and Mars, and Uranus, finances, diet, health problems, organical problems, environmental issues. Well, it's a peak. And you know that we have problems with energy. Come on, people. Everybody has it in the world right now. And everything is going to sum up and it's going to come in the winter that we're expecting because this time I've never experienced something more, let's say, that works perfectly together. I feel like we're on the Game of Thrones, in the Game of Thrones of 2022, 23, 24. The winter is really coming, and the winter will be like coming, and it's not going to be like Jon Snow, like I know nothing. We know exactly what's happening. We know exactly what we're going to face. We know exactly that it's going to be a hard time. We prepare ourselves for the worst because it's going to be difficult. The expenses are not really much higher, but we don't have this opportunity that we don't live we just give more money for things that were normal to give. It's getting more. So I wouldn't say expenses, because expenses has to do with also with something that has no limit. We have limits, but we need to push it more. And this is gonna make us furious. And August is the last month, let's say, traditionally, it's the month of vacations for everybody in the world. So I see what's happening. I see how many people cannot travel because the flights were canceled. They are canceled, strike, cancellations. Nobody worries about you. Nobody worries if you have a life and you need these vacations more than ever, and it's not working. So obstacles, you have to face these opportunities or not. Good things are happening, though, in between all these phases, because we wouldn't stop, we wouldn't continue living. So good things are happening, but we need new strategies to go on with this new, really new reality. Because for me, it is a total new reality now we live in, and we have to face it. It's not going to change. We have to take more strategy, new strategies, new ideas.
Yeah. And is it the first year in the age of Aquarius? So we're just getting our training wheels on right now. We're still experiencing that, like,
training wheel. This is a training period. But I think that everybody that has a strategy and finds new ways to approach all these changes that we are in the change, is going to be, I wouldn't say more perfect or more happy, because it needs time to be happy with a new situation, and we have more stress than ever. I experienced so many stress and panic attacks at the time that's not normal. I can control them, but it's not normal. And it's not because of only the situation at home, it's because of everything that affects the situation at home. You see, because it's getting out of control. It's not in our hands anymore to control it so much. It's in their hands, and this makes things difficult. So it affects collectively everybody. And if we're not going to find new solutions and new ways to confront it, then we're going to be lost. I'm sorry to say that. It's like this radical as it is. I'm so sorry to say that, but I think we spoke about it 2019 again. But we said it's going to come, and now we're in. So we're confronting now. We're not going to, we confront. We started confronting officially.
Well, and, I mean, this is something, if people haven't been watching us for a while, they need to go back and see the New Year episode and review what we had to say, or especially what you had to say, Alexandra. Sorry. But also, I'm all like, let me control my thoughts so that I can make them, logical here. But like you're saying, I mean, a lot of us are realizing how little we get to control what's going on, and it's being like totally flash pointed for us, because many of us on the peon level in our little minions kind of life that we lead, are realizing how very little power we have over these big national, international, global decisions that are being made, especially in terms of the environment and conservation and pricing and the value of a person. I've been thinking about that a lot lately. Like, why is gold the standard for monetary things when we ourselves should be more valuable than an ounce of gold, for example, or a diamond, or whatever resource they're pulling out of the ground. We have all of this on top of the ground that we need to be. But anyway, I digress, because it would go into like this big long thing that I've been thinking about. Anyway, this year is the Lover's card. It is a choice. And the Lover's card, a lot of people think, oh, it's just a relationship card. It's about, it's about choosing the future for yourself and making a choice. Do you want to go with a conservative route, or do you want to follow your own desires and dreams and everything? I hope you don't mind that I'm like extending this a little bit, because it kind of
okay. Because we are living in crucial times, and I think this is important. I mean, we talk about a lot of tarot cards and forecastings and predictions and astrology, but as we said many times, it's a tool. So we are doing this not only because we love ourselves in the camera and we want to present our things that we're writing and then doing. We want to help, to give a helping hand, to give a new strategy, a new way, a new tool that you can make your life better. And this is important for us too, because we have a vision for that. So it's important. Why? I don't think it like otherwise.
Okay. Good. So, and next year, okay, a couple of different things. So next year is going to be this Chariot. So Asen asked, do you feel like Vesta retro is affecting the energy of the moment? I'll let Alexandra get her thoughts together while I just talk about the Chariot of next year, because not only is this a card of travel, like we were saying earlier, this is a card of centering within your peace. It's a card of bringing the aspects of the world as as you live it and around you into harmony. It's about centering, I said, within your peace. It's also about taking personal responsibility for your life and the situation around you, bringing balance and harmony into that situation, and also kind of leaving behind the structures that have already been built in order to set out for a new reality, or to set the stage for a new reality to come to fruition. And so we'll talk about this more in the year ahead reading that we do on, the first Friday of January, unless we make a special date for it or whatever, to talk about all the planetary and tarot aspects of what's going on. But I really want you to think about getting started, because we are, on the heels of Q4 moving forward. We are on the heels of the end of the year, 2022, moving into 2023. And we have to decide what way we want to drive the Chariot, which direction we want to go in. And if you see, he's not moving in the same way like that Knight of Swords was moving. His feet are on the ground. He's very calm. He's in control of the situation. And, almost confined by this cement looking vehicle around him. Does he need to break out of this wagon in order to make a new environment for himself? And what kind of energy is he going to bring in with him, and what kind of energy will you bring in with you? So I want you to start thinking about that. Second point I wanted to make too is that I know a lot of people are talking about the Lionsgate portal right now. And so it's really the 8th of August is a day of high manifestation. It's the day when Sirius, the dog star, is most visible and in alignment with the earth. And there's a lot of history and lore around this. But it's also a time where you can use the energy of the aligned stars, like Alexandra is talking about every month with us, to fuel your manifestations. And some of our manifestations right now are global manifestations, our societal manifestations, our community manifestations. They're not just navel gazing, can't see beyond your nose things. They're not self-serving, they're community serving. So there's so much to unpack in the coming months. And but I'm just saying, use the energy of the 8th of this month for manifestation rituals, for setting out a vision of what you want to make reality, because we all have a lot more power than we think we do. And when you hear the politicians talking about this reality, you understand that they're trying to use your voice to make an object kind of energy. And we have that energy too. We have that ability too within ourselves. And so if enough of us are willing to acknowledge that, confront that, peer inside of that, step into it, then what kind of changes can we achieve around us, within us, in the future? Sorry.
No, because of the question also from Mason. Vesta retrograde brings chaos normally, traditionally, but it's not a very traditional symbolism in traditional classic astrology. We don't take asteroids like they really don't really affect. I don't believe in that. I'm so sorry. This is my personal opinion, but it is a point and a fact that many people are talking about. I would say that every planet, each asteroid, everything that happens in the universe, globally and outside of this world, affects in any way. I would say that all the things that are happening now with the strong and very well-known planets are so intense and so powerful that even if we take each and every planet like separately and talk about all these, we will find many, many interesting stuff. But the main subject here, and it remains, it's not the Vesta retrograde. There are many other planets. As an example, Neptune is going also retrograde. And Neptune is a planet that affects the way that we see things. And this is more important than Vesta retrograde, my opinion, with all these things. Karma is here. A life lesson to be learned. A life lesson that it's not going to stop. Chaos, yes. What Vesta retrograde, they talk about chaos. I don't really think so. Chaos is a way to find life. For me, chaos is something positive. If I find myself in the chaos, then I can confront everything and I can achieve every goal that I'm putting on for myself. So I would stay focused to the main planets more than all the other secondary planets, and we'll see how do they go? Do they go retrograde? Which aspect do they make with each other? And I would leave all the secondary aside because there are so many issues to handle, and we can speak about it for many, 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 many hours more. So this is my point.
Thank you. So, thank you for, and it seems like Vesta is an asteroid that's retreating from Earth right now.
Yes, because for sure, I'm sure that everything affects. Of course it does. And people are not crazy that are talking about this, for sure. And they because astrology has to do with with seeing things, with observation. Observation is very important in astrology. And so you observe for sure, and statistics, and what happens, and second time, for the third time, for the fifth time, whatever happens in history meetings. But, and I'm going to repeat myself, the things that are happening now with the main planets are so important, and we should focus on that.
Thank you. Thank you for answering that question.
I hope I answered your question from my point of view. Of course, I'm open for any views always to any good astrology discussion is also something that interests me. Thank you so much for the question.
I'll see if he responds, and we'll start wrapping up because we took a little bit longer than we normally do, but that's okay because there was just so much important stuff going on, and the way that we are, like Alexandra said, on the edge, the leading edge of a seemingly very important point in history, and certainly one that's going to go down in the history books. And so there is, a need for us to go into a little bit more detail, to give people tools and resources, and also a little bit of a heads up towards any kind of issues that they might see coming up, so that they can have gathered the internal resources that they need to in order to fully, do something with best handle anything that's going on.
Yeah.
So, it is a lot, but
we're here. We're gonna face it. We're gonna go through this and just relax, sit back, relax, enjoy. In any way you can. And less is not always bad. Less can be enough sometimes.
Yeah, definitely. So everybody, thank you for joining us. We will see you next week or next month, probably the first Friday of September. And thanks for joining us. So
thank you so much. Bye.
Bye. Bye.